Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
If you've ever dreamed of quitting your job to take your side hustle full-time, listen up. This is Nicaila Matthews-Okome, host of Side Hustle Pro, a podcast that helps you build and grow from passion project to profitable business. Every week, you'll hear from guests just like you who wanted to start a business on the side.
If you can't run a side hustle, you can't run a business.
They share real tips.
And so I started connecting with all these people on LinkedIn, and I saw Target Supplier Diversity was having office hours.
Real advice.
Procrastination is the easiest form of resistance.
And the actual strategies they use to turn their side hustle into their main hustle.
Getting back in touch with your tangible cash and sitting down and learning to give your money a job, like it changes something.
Check out Side Hustle Pro every week on your favorite podcast app and YouTube.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Craving the coffee flavor you love, but without the caffeine? Kachava's got you covered with their newest coffee flavor. This all-in-one nutrition shake delivers bold, authentic flavor, crafted from premium decaffeinated Brazilian beans. With 25 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, greens, and so much more. Treat yourself to the flavor and nutrition your body craves. Go to kachava.com and use code SMOOTHIE. New customers get 15% off their first order. That's KACHAVA.com, code SMOOTHIE.
Welcome to the Thursday Share Shed of questions and confessions. The bit of the week where I'll fling open the doors of Sober Awkward and let everything tumble out. If you've got a cringy moment that still pops up uninvited at 3 a.m, this is your chance to offload it. Let's get it off your chest and stop these tumultuous tales lurking like the drunken ghosts of your pissed up past. You can email your stories to vic@soberawkward.com. Anonymous is encouraged, oversharing is very welcome, and judgement is most certainly banned. So if you've ever worn a traffic cone on your head, had a weird one-night stand, fallen asleep in a bush, puked in a bin, and yes, had the occasional run-in with the police, or you just need to ask me a question about booze, then you're in the right place. I believe nothing says growth like finally airing a bit of dirty laundry. Let's evict those embarrassing memories once and for all. Kettle on, share shed open, let's get a little bit awkward. I've just eaten some keto cereal. It looked a bit like rabbit droppings, and quite honestly, it tasted a bit like rabbit. It tasted a bit like rabbit droppings as well. It's given me a bit of a dodgy gut. Anyway, welcome to the short Thursday episodes of Sober Awkward, where we open the door to the share shed and let it all out. As you know, I don't read these beforehand, as I like to be as shocked and as comforted by these stories as you do. Right, here we go. Hi, Victoria. Oh, that's nice. I like to be called Victoria. It's either my mum or a policeman calling me that. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sharing this because I think of you as my safe place. I'm not sure you would have said that in my drinking days, dear Anonymous. But anyway, I'm glad I'm your safe haven now. That's lovely. I've got a story that still haunts me, mainly because my old workplace refused to let it die. This all happened at a work Christmas party. I mean, thank you, Anonymous. It all happened at a work Christmas party. I will tell you my story afterwards, which in hindsight, they say, was always going to end badly. The night kicked off with me falling into a very large Christmas tree. Not a gentle stumble, a full committed fall. I got completely wedged in and had to be pulled out by several colleagues, but mostly by the bloke in the office that I fancied. Sorry, Stephen McBride, it says. I love it that you're naming him. After that, things get a bit patchy. There's a big chunk of the night I don't remember at all, but I've been told I spent most of it on the dance floor absolutely going for it, which is alarming because I don't dance, not even at my brother's wedding. I'm more of a barfly, shots and yarns over moonwalks. That's a brilliant line. After what I can only assume was a deeply unwanted performance, I got into the minibus to go home. Important detail, on the way there, I had reassured the nice driver that we were all a very dull group and he didn't need to worry about any bad behaviour later. Oh God, that's asking for trouble. Cut to me, then throwing up in my lap on the way home, and the nice minibus driver pulling over, sliding open the door, and then me regurgitating some McCafferty's ale down his shirt. I remember that ale. I must say he was quite nice about it, and the dry cleaning bill was only 50 quid. I eventually made it back. I was still living with my parents then, and I thought it'd be funny to enter the house by climbing through the dog flap. We've all tried that. Just to be clear, I am not the size of a dog, and my parents came in to find me wagging my body around, laughing and smelling like a dumpster. I eventually got inside. My dad made me some toast and a glass of water with a Barocca in it, which in those days we thought would be the cure to all booze-related illness. Yes, just a glass of water in those days. This story followed me around work for years. It became my defining moment, and my boss even brought it up during my leaving presentation in front of everybody. It's just a gentle reminder of why I don't drink anymore. Turns out I'm not a couple of drinks and a quiet night sort of person. I'm a fall into a Christmas tree, vomit on a minibus driver, and then get stuck in the dog flap sort of person. I know who I'd rather hang out with, probably the dog flap person. Anyway, yeah, Christmas parties, that is a brilliant message. It is from Anonymous, even though you did mention Stephen McBride. He might know who he is. Oh, that is brilliant. But yes, a Christmas party I once got off with someone's husband, which I'm not proud of, but I actually can't remember doing it. And I remember going into work the next day and everyone looking at me a bit odd. And it was kind of this big secret and they were sort of whispering. And I was like, what's going on? What happened? They were like, you snogged his husband last night. And I was like, oh my God. But I was sort of slightly proud of myself because he was really good looking. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying it's a bad thing. But in those days, I didn't really give a fuck because I couldn't remember anything anyway. It's terrible. I would never snog someone's husband now. Although, unless they were really good looking. Anyway, thank you everybody. We love hearing your shed stories. Keep sending them in to vic@soberawkward.com and I'm sure we'll have another weird and wonderful tale for you next week. Don't also forget that we have launched the Sober Awkward writing competition this week too, and it's an incredible opportunity just to share your story. In fact, just to write your story down, because letting it all out does make you feel better about it. You can send them in whenever you want, just under 1,000 words. Just write Sober Awkward writing comp on the top. I haven't thought of a prize yet. I will come up with that. Maybe a couple of my books and some alcohol-free drinks or something, but I'm not going to make any promises quite yet. It's not for the prize. It's for the therapeutic moment that you're going to have by letting it all out on the paper. Somebody did send me a rude email today actually about it, saying, what are you going to use this for? Can I have copyright and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh God, please leave me alone. Oh, anyway, enough about that. Enough about everything. It's time for me to go and have a nice breakfast instead of eating animal droppings. Thanks, everyone. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support. Talk to a mate, book in with your GP, go to an AA meeting, or find an online support group. I've got one. Just head to cuppa.community. For more resources, head to soberawkward.com, where you'll find details of our amazing Thailand sober holidays, the 30-day sobriety guide, books, blogs, writing courses, and loads more. I know this sobriety thingamajig can feel uncomfortable at first, but there is help out there. Find your community, connect, and start to feel the awkward and do it anyway. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, please rate it, review it, and share it with your mates. Because honestly, my mates are bored of hearing about it.
Leadership used to mean having all the answers, but today's best leaders embody a more human approach.
I'm Jack Myers.
And I'm Tim Spangler.
Tim and I have spent our careers inside media, marketing, and culture.
And we partnered with the Acast Creator Network to start Lead Human to answer one simple question. What does it really look like to lead in this AI-dominated world?
The biggest tip for being a creator, it's a job.
What I learned from Michael Jackson, here's a man who understands precision.
It's about answering the questions that are hard, not about answering a bunch of teed up questions that are fake.
What we're looking for are real stories and practical advice that you can use with your teams right away.
Subscribe to Lead Human with Jack Myers and Tim Spangler wherever you get your podcasts.
Craving the coffee flavor you love, but without the caffeine? Kachava's got you covered with their newest coffee flavor. This all-in-one nutrition shake delivers bold, authentic flavor, crafted from premium decaffeinated Brazilian beans. With 25 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, greens, and so much more. Treat yourself to the flavor and nutrition your body craves. Go to kachava.com and use code SMOOTHIE. New customers get 15% off their first order. That's KACHAVA.com, code SMOOTHIE.
COSI Science Festival is back. It's the largest science festival in the Midwest, bringing together thousands of people every year. So it all starts on April 29th with 4 days of science activities across the city. And then we end it with the big science celebration outside of COSI on May 2nd. There will be over 100 stations filled with hands-on science activities, live performances, and food trucks. It's free and there's something fun for everyone. Learn more at COSISciFest.org.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay,
good. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Yeah, go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends. Buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy. Yeah. Buy it, yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Buy another one.
Yeah.